Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो हमारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complaint level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. When we are inspired, nothing can stop us. And we get inspired when we have recognized the value of that thing. Day-to-day example. We have extreme value for money. And therefore, all of us are inspired to earn money whichever way, doesn't matter. Because money I want. For such people, difficulties and problems do not arise. And those who are lazy, if God wants, He will give me money, why should I hurry? Then they are living a life of complete problem-oriented mindset. Therefore, all those people who think spiritual life is difficult and it is a great problem, and therefore it is not for everybody. It is only for select few. When this kind of negative thinking pops up in our mind, then we are taking the spiritual attainment as a problem. But those who are committed to that, like Nachiket was committed, nothing could persuade him away from his goal. All kinds of problems were presented to him. First problem that he faced was his own father was doing something wrong. And therefore, he did not correct the father, but in a very positive, creative manner, he inquired. He said, he saw that his father was doing something disgusting. So, he asked his father in a proper manner, not a wrong manner. What is the proper manner? He knew the son is called in Sanskrit Putra. Putra means Pum Narakat Rayate iti Putra. The one who protects his father from going to hell after the death of the father, such a person is called as a Putra or the son. Nachiket knew this. Why he knew this? Because he was Vipra. Vipra means twice born. Twice born means after birth we are all only human beings. We are Shudra. Other than crying, we know nothing. Then samskara dvija uchate. Then the samskar which were given to that child, they were such that he was distinctly taught that it is our responsibility to look after our parents in all aspects, before death of the parents and after the death. It is for this purpose there is a Shraddha ceremony in our scriptures. But there are some extra intelligent people, they say, why Shraddha? After they die, how can you give the food to them? See? So, if we are little intelligent, we understand. If we are supposed to be responsible for the post-death journey of the father into the heaven, if you know, that means when he is alive, it is our responsibility to look after them. This is the samskara. Samskara vijocchate. He knew it, and therefore he was not taking that as a problem. Then the second thing, we are not supposed to find out faults of the parents or elders, but indirectly we can suggest them. Whenever we find fault of anybody, we will lose respect for that person. Therefore, we are told that if I am the son of my father, I should also protect him from doing something wrong. But he has done something wrong, then he contemplated and asked, knowing well that the son is the property of the father. So when the father has distributed his property in charity, naturally the son also has to be given up. And therefore he asked, now Dad, to whom you will give me? Like the cows, nobody need to tie me and take away, but I can walk with them comfortably. So tell me, Tata, katham mam dasya siddhi, to whom will you give me? To whom you will give me? Dvitiyam, Tritiyam, 2 times, 3 times he asked. Now who are the elders? Elders are those, when they do not know answer, they become angry. Shesham kopena pure. And in that anger, we can do anything. You must have seen many mothers when they are fed about anything. And if the child is telling or doing something, the mother clearly it is a marta bhi nahi. See? Friends, whenever any person curses anybody, the curse comes from the core of his heart. See? Therefore, this father cursed, you teach me, go to hell. And Nachiketa, okay. But before going, he told, see, what is this world? We all are born, grow, die. Why become so much disgusted and the cows that you are given to the people, they are not worth. But I will obey your order. You are my father. And he goes to death. After going there also, he is responsible. A responsible person looks at life as a challenge and doesn't look at it as a problem. The best example, we can see our Prime Minister. See, you are an ex-Chief Minister. I remember many years before when Kaka took me to his institution, university, and asked me to give a talk on, because it is a management thing, talk on the ideal leader. That was the talk. And I still remember, I told, you don't have to ask me or ask anybody. You can just look at your chief minister. What is great in that? Is he Gujarati? No. There are many Gujaratis of similar kind or dissimilar kind. Then what is great in him? Two qualities. One is dispassion. Second is authority. When he was not in that position, he had dispassion right from childhood, but no authority. Like, I have dispassion, but I have no authority, what can I do? So this unique, almost impossible mixture is available. Dispassion and authority. Such a person can perform under inspiration. And this inspiration is what is called looking at the problem challenge. In one of his interview, one youngster asked him a question. What is the secret of your health and commitment, and you are not tired, you are doing so much and all that? No. What do you eat? You know what reply he has given? I eat gali. गालियाँ खा के तबाह होगा. Who can say this thing? He who is committed to the cause, not taking vengeance. See, friend. Therefore, if we want to lead our life like Nachiket, we should look at life as a challenge and not as a problem. And therefore, he has completed his first two obligations to the parent and to the society. This is the third obligation we have towards ourselves. And for that, he asked a question. In short, I will come. He asked a question, who is this who is living and leaving the body? Kindly. That means he asked about the self. And when this question was asked, our Yamaraj Maharaj was saying, come on, this fellow is coming directly to my own life. No. This is the difficult here. Don't ask. This is, there is no meaning. Even gods could not find it out. How can you find it? That inspires him, doesn't discourage him. He says, really? Even gods wanted to know what is the Paramatma, what is Atma. Oh, then it must be very valuable. I want to know that. See how he turned the whole thing. And more than that, will anybody ever get a guru like you, sir? See? This is how the problems are converted into challenge. When this failed, then Yamaraj also, then he said, I will give you long life, I will give you heavens and everything. All these beautiful girls, all Apsara, they are called as Apsara. You know, in Hindi, the officers are called as Apsara. So, who are Apsaras? So these are so beautiful. They all will be at your disposal, they will serve you. Even then, he was cool. And the height of his dispassion. Shobhava martisya yadanta kaita sarvendriyanam dharyanti alpameva tavaivavaha tavanantagite. My dear, Shobhavamartyasya jadanta vedan. Anything which is available in this world is subject to destruction. And Sarvendriyanam Jayanti Tejaha. So first impression was, you will live long. He said, anybody, whatever may be the length of life, is short always. See? Even if somebody is 90, 95, 98, till that moment he does not even think about his leaving the body. See? And if such people are not dying, yet on the deathbed, and then the doctor has given this indication, now there is no possibility, you can ask your father, he said, already some desires. So the parents, the person not yet dead, lying down, and the children, they are thinking about loudly, how should we take our dad to the cremation ground? They have started planning. One said, our father is such a rich one, known in the society, we will not take him like anybody. We will carry him in a helicopter. So the other said, who can see him then? Helicopter. That is true. Let us carry him on a truck. We will decorate that truck with nice flowers and all that, we will carry him. But nobody can see like that. Oh, that is true. Then we can carry him in a limousine, big one, nice and decorated. But nobody can see inside. Then let us carry him on a cart, and then everybody can see that. But that cart we make out of gold, very rich. All this was heard by these Kanjus. He said, stop all that. Why? I will walk down. क्या करोगे पैसे का? शुभभावामर्त्यस्य यदन्तकैः. Whatever may be the longevity of your life, it has zero value. You are the immortal. Discover that. And what for will you? Converting the good food into the horrible garbage. What else comes out of our body? Dear friends, anything that comes out of our body, we even don't want to discuss and think about it. The only thing that can come good about our body is our attempt to discover our essential nature. That is all. And therefore, body is made for what? For movement. Eat, enjoy. So, Sarvendriyanam Jayanti Teja. After indulgence, all our faculties become very weak. We cannot enjoy as much as we used to enjoy in our younger days than now. Sarvendriyanam Jayanti Teja. Then, api sarvam jivitam alpameva. Whatever may be the longevity we have, it is always short. And therefore, the vaivavaha tavanastagiti. Keep all these comforts, dance, but do not forget. And then he continues. Shravanayapi bhuvo yam nalabdha Shruvantopi bhavo yam navidyu Ashtaryo vakta kushalo salabdha Ashtaryo dhyata kushala avishishta. It is a rare thing that somebody gets an opportunity to listen to satsang. And Shruvantopi bhavo yam navidyu. And there are many who hear, but they don't understand anything. The third one, Ashtaryo vakta kushalo salabdha. And it is a great wonder of wonders. that there is a teacher who communicates the import of the statement in letter and spirit and supported by his experience behind the words. There are two types of speakers. One type of speakers are those, they are extremely erudite scholars. After listening to their lecture, one feels, wow, how great. And for the lectures, different types of people come. I do not know where is the gentleman. After that, I never got a message from him. Maybe he might have felt bad. He called me once. He said, Swamiji, I am your, and he was talking in English. Swamiji, I lift the dust from your foot and put on my head. I looked at my feet. Then, I like your English. I told it to all my people, talk only English in the house. Outside you talk anything. In the house, only English. Now, his interest was not what I am talking. His interest was the language. Another example I take. I was in Kaivalya Dham, Lonavala. They used to have 2 years course, Vedanta course. And in that, some patients used to come because it is a yoga institution. One Punjabi lady, she came because my lectures are free, no tickets. So she came and sat 1 or 2 days. Third day she said, Swamiji, you are all right. I said, why? You are not telling jokes. That day I learned I am a joker. Now tell me, how can you become miserable in this world? The world is a big cartoon show going on. Therefore, here, Shrunotopi bhavo yamna vidduhu. Although they hear, listen, but no impact on them. The same thing, whatever they listen, they want to tell others. Are Mama, you digest. We have to follow that in letter and spirit in our life. And then, Ashtaryo Apka Kushalusarabda is another wonder of wonder that there is a teacher who is able to communicate the deep import of the scriptures correctly. And why? Because na narena varena na narena avarena proktesha suvidneyo bahudha chintyamana ananya prokte gatigatra nasti yat aniyan jadatam anupramana. Because the truth is what? Na narena avarena proktesha. If the teacher, the speaker, is not practicing what he is talking, and if he is not speaking his experience through these words, na suvidneya bodha chintyamana, we will never get the impact of this knowledge as our experience. Two things. What I communicate through the speech are the words. What you listen, is it a word or the import behind the word? See? Like on the stage, a boy comes with a flower, plastic flower, a girl comes. And he says to her, honey, I love you, this is for you. And the curtain falls. Thereafter, do you think they love each other? Because the words carry no meaning. But when the words carry the meaning, impact happens on the mind of the listener. Na narena avarena proktesha suvidneya bodha chintyamana. You will go on reflecting all the time, logic, reason, logic. For that reason, we do not entertain question answers. There is no end to it. Then ananya prokte gatirata nasti. But if it is revealed, told by the one who is abiding in that knowledge, see, how, what is the meaning of abiding in that knowledge? So probably yesterday I told, there are 3 stages of knowledge. One is erudition and scholarship, like us. You talk only. Then second is they are not aware of their own body, totally disidentified with the body, and therefore this world, as it appears to us, it doesn't appear for them. Therefore for them, respect, disrespect, achievement, failure, friend, enemy, possessions, rejection, honor, dishonor has no value. Because this world doesn't exist for them. Second level. The third one, they are living in this very world like any one of us, but abiding in their own self. That is the highest state. This is ananya prokte gatirata nasti. There is no other way than listening from such teachers. Ananya prokte. They are abiding in the self and playing the drama of life. See, my friends, there was one Mahatma in in Golden Temple, Amritsar. In some temple, the satsang was going on, and they were talking on Brahma Sutra. Brahma Sutra is Krishna Granth. So when that was being done, the teacher who was teaching, very sincere, very pure, simple person, he came to a point and he said, I am getting confused here. I think I have started wrong thinking. So please excuse me, I can go and properly understand and come tomorrow and talk. I am so sorry. There was one person sitting casually, not like a beggar, but just simple, and with a Viksha Patra in front. Not showing a pathetic, it was his time pass. So, by mistake, he explained what was not remembered or understood by the speaker. And when this happened, the speaker ran and touched his feet. Maharaj, you are sitting here incognito, but you are the one whom I was searching in my life. He said, okay, do your job. And then he ran away, never known by anybody. See, friends, if we are really walking the spiritual path, we don't have to prove anything to anybody. To become extraordinary is not spiritual life. To remain ordinary in and through your life is the real attainment in life. Whenever there is an extra, it is unwanted. So, ananya prokte gatirata nasti, aniya netarkam anupramanat. Because the truth is subtler than the subtler and it cannot be comprehended by any language. And therefore, hey Yamaraj, I want nothing other than this. Naisha darge madinapaneya prokta ananyeva sujnanaya preshta yam tvam apasat tutirvadasi tvarum anyo bhujan nachiketas prashta. Now, Yamaraj says, hey Nachiket, Naisha Targena Madhirapaneya. the kind of mind you have is far beyond logic. See, one boy asked me this question. You say God loves us all, He doesn't punish us. Then who punishes us? And how does He punish? So I told him, I said, look here. Have you eaten sometime dahi vada? He was surprised. I am asking something, God and dahi vada. He said, yes, but why? I said, you like? I like it very much. How could you know I like dahi vada? Then I told him, you know how dahi vada is made? A pathetic looking paper ball is made. In that, more pathetic looking wet vada is kept along with water. Very looky, so disgusting. And on that they pour dahi, yes. And then on that they put various powders, yes. And then they put a spoon, yes. Then this is how Bhagavan punishes us. How? Our kopri is a bowl. In that bowl, there is dahi vada or brain. If you don't trust, open your kopri and see. It looks exactly like dahi vada. And on that dahi vada, then the dahi and everything is put, and then spices are added. And then one spoon is put. That is the intellect. And what is intellect? Why? Because the sky is too high. There is no end to the questions. Why is it why I got created you what? You ask him, don't ask me, I am not created. See friends, Naisha Tarakena Vatilapaneya. By logic, nothing can be proved. One of the most important sutra from Narayana Sutra, which I like the most, is Vado na Avalambya. Never yield to logical reason. Which was no logic. Yes, I am. And then how to get out of it? Simplest way, which I follow. Anybody says anything to you, you say yes. And do whatever you are doing. Instead of wasting your time and energy in trying to prove something to somebody, say yes even without listening. Okay, what you are? Because I am not going to follow that. But if you try to say no, they will be putting logic, reason, no logic, no reason. So, Prokta Anandena Vaya Sujnanaya Prashna. But when the Prokta, the one who is delivering this, is very fully established in this knowledge, and the one to whom he is talking, he is sincerely 100% available and qualified for this knowledge. Yam Tvam Apa Satya Dhruti Vadasi. And my dear, you are that one who has got a perfect instrument. What is a perfect instrument? Dhruti. Satya Dhruti. Dhruti means dhairya. Dhruti means perseverance. Perseverance is a quality of a person having a challenging attitude. Perseverance. Satya Dhruti Pradas. Many of us start something, but then give up. There are three types of people. One type of people are those, they imagine difficulties before beginning and don't start. Second type of people are those, they are called Prarambhashur. They start with all inspiration for 2 days and then give up. Like many of you must be among them. Okay, from tomorrow I will get up early in the morning. And then we get up early in the morning. And then our mind comes to our help. Is it? that Paramatma is available only in the morning. Otherwise, he is on the leave or what? Eh, these Babajis have nothing to do. Therefore, they say, Prarambha should, but they give up. Third variety. When they are committed, Shariram va padayami, karyam va sadayami. See, no way give up. Hold on. That is the challenging attitude. So, yam tvam apaha satya dhati vadasi tvadhuru anya bhuya nachiketa prashna. Now see what is the prayer of Yamaraj to his disciple Nachiketa. See, we pray to the Lord. Here, Nachiketa, Guru, is praying to the Lord or what? Oh Lord, let there be disciples like you come to us. See, friends? Bhagwan Shankaracharya, when he went to his Guru, Govinda Palacharya, a young child and all that, and he said, I want to write on this thing, that thing. Looked at a small child. You want to write on scripture something? Bhashya. A small child, 8 years, 9 years. So the Guru said, okay, give it a try. Don't take everything big at a time. Take small. You write on Vishnu Sahasranam. That was the first Bhashya written by Bhagwan Shankaracharya on Vishnu Sahasranam. You read that, it is so beautiful. Thereafter, when he saw that, he said, you are born only for this. Go ahead. See? Therefore, Bhagwan Shankaracharya wrote Bhashya on Prasthanatrayi, all the three. Because he knew he is the right person. Similarly, our Yamaraj Maharaj knew he is the right person to whom this knowledge can be given. Now, so much of praise, so much of discussion, and all kinds of things. He now compares his life in comparison to his student's life. Janamyaham shivadiditya nityam naijadhruvaihi prapyate dhruvam tat tato maya nachiketasta agni anitya dravihi praptamanasti nityam. Hey Nachiket, I tell you my story. Janami aham shivadi iti anityam. I know this position of the Yamaraj or the Dharmaraj is not real. It is temporary. It is not eternal. And this also I know. Nahi adhruvaihi prapyate dhruva nityam. And I know by the karma kanda, upasana, yajna, by these temporary things, the eternal cannot be attained. See, friends, this is what we told you in this only, that whenever actions are involved, you are going away from yourself. See? And if those actions are associated with the sense of doership, you are buried under your own doings. See? When we eat food, suppose we happen to eat food on Ekadashi, then afterwards we are told, today Ekadashi, I was told you don't take food, how come you took chicken? Today is Ekadashi? Yes. Oh God. No, what will happen? No, nothing. Go to hell. Now, next question. When the food goes inside our stomach and there is a constipation, sin or merit? there is a dysentery, sin or merit, there is a proper digestion, sin or merit, nothing. Why? Because their doership was not involved. In all the karma kanda, puja, upasana, if you see the Panditji give us some rice, and those who do not know anything about it, they know only one about Hinduism. Anything you put on their hand, they eat. So, that Panditji told that person who had never done anything, sit down, do what I am telling you. Take this rice in your hand, don't eat that. You have to do the sankalpa. So they put in rice, into water, flour, and cover your hand, put it on your right knee, and then say, Mamo Pata Samasta Suritam Shaidvana, long sankalpa. And ultimately, I, the son of so and so, etc., amuk amuk karma karishe. So, after the sankalpa is done, then a kartrutva viman is invoked, and then the karma is done, and the karma phala doesn't go to the Panditji, it goes to the one who has done the karma. Yamaraj said, I have also done this Nachiket Agni in my life, and I was so enchanted that I will be able to govern the whole world. And ultimately, what did I get? 5 years. After 5 years, again go back. See, friends, Tato Maya Nachiketa Chitogni Anityahi Dravehi Praptavan Asminityam. And because of the limitation, I have attained unlimited, but this unlimited is not eternal. Eternal is that to which nothing can be added, nothing can be taken away. That I did not attain. And you have seen, you are someone extraordinary. How Kamasyaptim Jagataha Pradeshtam Cha Kratoho Anantyam Amayasya Param Stoma Durag Stoma Mahatpurugaya Pradeshtam Drishtva Dhrutya Nero Dhrutya Dino Nachiketo Sasrakshi Kamasyaptim Jagataha Pradeshtam Cha. Hey Nachiket, I have given you all kinds of imaginary all kinds of desires which cannot be even imagined by the mortals. And Jagatam Pradeshta, I have given you everything that the world has. Kratoho Anantam Amayasya Param. I have given you the Yagya by which you can go beyond death and birth, and you will be in the heavens. And Stoma Mahatpurugaya Prashtam Drishma. And although all these great things were offered to you, Dhrutya, by your perseverance, hey, Nachiket Dhira, Nachiketa Attatrakshi, you have rejected all the temptations of your life with courage and wisdom. See? So who can take the life as a challenge or as a problem? Then any time if it comes to your mind that I don't think you should do it, no, once you have taken something in your hand, it must be completed. There is no way. Karyam vasanayami shariram vapakaya. Body will have its own go. We will have our own go. Who cares? Then only the truth is revealed. So, Dhrutya Dhiro Nachiketo Trasakshi. But hey Nachiket, you with your perseverance and commitment, you have given up everything. You are great indeed. Tam Durdarsham Gudham Anupravishtam Guhahitam Kaumarishtam Puranam Adhyatma Yogadi Gamena Devam Bhattva Dhiro Harsha Shokau Jahati. Tam Durdarsham Gudham Anupravishtam. It is extremely difficult even to think about it. In some place, one of the person asked this question, Swamiji, tell me how to think about God. I said, I'll tell you, but you don't listen. What can I do? No, I'll do that. Don't think about anything. Then what should I do? Take a chai piyo. What chai? Chai GPT. AI enhanced. Do you know? Chai GPT AI enhanced? No? You are all illiterate. Chai GPT AI enhanced is chai, you know. AI enhanced adrak ilachi. Enjoy life. So, tam durdarsham. It cannot be cognized through any means of knowledge. See? न तत्र चक्षुर्गच्छति न वाक् गच्छति न मनः न जिह्मः यथा एतदनुशिष्य. How can I teach you what is God like? And Gudam Anupravishtam. It is the most wonderful secret of this whole creation. And the best part, Guhahitam Gauvareshtam Puranam. It is not somewhere else, but it is the very substratum of your own being. And for that, one of the most important spiritual practices, we must not remain objective in our approach. Objectivity takes us away from ourselves. Like when I am seeing the colors and forms with my eyes, where I have gone away from me. So eyes can see everything. Yes, they can see everything. Very good. Now try to see your eyes with your own eyes. Try. Or today I have no glasses. In the same manner, mind can think about everything. What is the mind? Manasam tu kim margane krute naiva manasam marga arjava. The moment we start thinking about mind, mind disappears. There is no mind at all. And with that mind I want to think. Gauvareshtam Puranam. Then Adhyatma Yogadi Gamena Devam. Then Adhyatma Yoga. Now what is Adhyatma Yoga? Adhyatma Yoga is come back to yourself. How do we come back to ourselves? Don't start running outside. How do we run outside? We run outside through our sense organs. We run outside through our activities. So these two things are come to a halt. Enough of this world. Enough of indulgence through the sense organs. And this can be done by self-control, Adhyatma Yoga. Then we come to the mind. Now don't go on brooding over your past. Don't go on worrying about your future. Two things. Adhyatma Yoga. And ultimately come to a point where there is being without becoming. Now this we can right now experience. now your experience. Without any efforts, your body or asana has become firm and steady. Your breathing has become slow and steady. So when you are not talking to yourself, nobody is born as a speaker. And when you are listening to silence, meaning although the sounds are, yet a hearer is not born. You cannot make a memory of this experience. Because this experience is trans-mind experience. And this is a continuous experience. Neither it begins nor it ends, 24/7. But this, our being, is covered by so many layers of the objective world, our slavery to the sense organs, our emotionally weakness, and our intellectual arrogance. These things are covering our own divine nature. This is the meaning of Adhyatma Yoga Adigamena Devam Matva Dhiraha. Having thus recognized this that we are, Dhiraha, who will be able to do this? Dhira Purusha. Dhira means he who has patience. Dhira he who has courage. Dhira he who is living his life intelligently and not intellectually. Dhiro Harsha Shoko Jihati. So what is the ultimate Harsha Shoko? Neither miserable because of the misery is too much, nor too much happy because of the happiness and losing the control. There was a friend of mine, I don't know where he is now, he is ashram somewhere. So I went to see him and I saw in that ashram so many people were crying and one dead body was lying. So I was waiting, what happened. He saw me, my friend, he was the Swami in charge of that place. He saw me and he also said to me, all perfect makeup. Then all the people were crying, oh. Then he said, Maharaj, please come. I went with him by steps to his room. He closed the room. Switch off. You take tea, I know, you take black tea, is it not? I said, what? You just know what crying for? Swamiji, you don't understand. I am a professional Swami. What is it? See, this boy I adopted when he was a child, maybe about 5-6 years. So I can groom him and he can take over this. Very good boy, good family. Now he is about 19 or 20. And he was due to get his Diksha next Shivratri. And suddenly something happened, he died. When this was known, the whole village came and started much as if like any mad person crying. So why you did like this? He said, Swamiji, when I started crying, all others became wise. They started teaching me. Maharaj, you only told death is normal, everybody dies, whosoever is born, now what can you do? It is the God's Leela going on. All my words were coming back to me. Then as a result, I don't want to waste my time and energy among them, these people. Now I am okay, I am out of them, now we'll have to talk. Yes, Dad, where are you coming from? That day I realized this thing. What is the meaning of going through the miseries without becoming miserable? Who doesn't have miseries in life? Everybody has. But some of us make the misery as a big show. See? I don't know if you know, in Punjab, they have got ladies available to express miseries on somebody's death. And there are rates. 100 rupees for 20 minutes. And they will be hitting their hand and crying and all that thing, you know. But if you have to express more miseries, they will be rolling on the floor and on the air. 500. Punjabis can do business of everything. Miseries. Therefore, miseries make us disturbed. We cannot remain inspired in our life. Similarly, happiness also loses our control. There was a friend of mine, he was a doctor, and somebody came to meet him that day. So, hey, मेरे स्वामी जी है, नमस्कार. Hey, how are you? How fine? But I have got one problem. Then he looked at me. I said, okay, man, I have to go, I'll go, okay? I went. Then he told him some problem. The problem was like this. He said, I got a lottery ticket in my wife's name. $10 million. Then, no, I am worried how to tell her. She will not be able to take it, she will die. What to do? Don't worry, yaar. What for I am? Friends are only for this. He went to his house. Bhabiji, all the CBI people, you know CBI? Chronic bachelor individuals. So, this CBI, he went. And Bhabiji, how are things are going? Okay, nice, fine. Bhaiya, kya banao tumhare liye? Anything, Mama. Whatever you prepare is so tasty, so good. And how come you came here? No, I just came to spend time with you. Tell me, suppose you get a lottery of $10,000. What will you do? Me? Oh, I am not that lucky, Bhaiya. Where will I get $10,000 lottery? Even if you get them, then I'll give you half. And he dies. Adhyatma yogadi gamena. Let there be any experience, good or bad, don't lose your balance in life. Similarly, problems are available for us to bring out the best in us. See, friends, when we want to sharpen our knife, if I say, this is a specially imported knife from Hong Kong, and you have to sharpen a knife, you have to have a hard surface. See? Grishtam grishtam punarapi punaha chandanam charugandham dagdham dagdham punarapi punaha kanchanam kantavarnam. The more you rub the sandalwood, the more fragrance comes out. The more you burn the gold, more shining it becomes. In the same manner, those who look at the life as a problem, they become cold. And those who take life as a challenge, they shine forth like the gold and give the fragrance like the sandalwood. For that, we are squarely responsible for all that happens in our life. What should be our ideal? Instead of keeping anybody's photo, keep the photo of the chicken. But we don't have his photo. No, keep your own photo and right below that, Nachike. Then you see slowly some change will come with you. Adhyatma yoga artnamatvahi hiroha shachoko yahati. Etashurutva samparivrijamartyaha pravrivrya dharmyam prameshamapyo samodate modaniyam viladva vikrutam vivrutam satmanasikita sammanne. So etashurutva parivrijamartyaha. If a person is able to really recognize and understand, hear properly all what is to be known, dharmam anumetam abhya, the most subtle being that we are, having recognized our own divine nature, so modati modanayam hilavva. In his how, in his life, misery is an abandoned world. No miseries can touch. Meaning, miseries will come, but he will not become miserable. Do you know to whom miseries goes one after another? I am staying with my day. I get all the comforts that are needed. If somebody asks me, Swamiji, I am going to Ahmedabad, where do you suggest me to stay? I am going for the first time. What will I say? Go to Vaidhi. Another example. I stay with Vaidhi and she gives me all possible problems. I go to take bath, halfway soap is afraid, water is switched off. Now I can't do it. Then I go to toilet, there is no water, there is no paper, there is no nothing. Then I take food, there is lot of sugar in the dal and there is salt in the tea. Maximum torture is given. They have no help from the press. Somebody asked me, where should I go and stay? You go anywhere, don't go. When miseries are entertained by us, other misery passing by, तुम वहाँ से आ गई है? कहाँ गई थी? वहाँ अच्छा मैं भी वहाँ जाती हूँ. Miserable people attract miseries. Cheerful people attract cheer. If you are miserable, you are the source and you are the end. Then only life can be inspired. Otherwise, ना जीने की तमन्ना है मरो, ना मरने का इरादा है. Is it life or what? So, etashulpa parivrijamartya pravriddhanam pranumeshvapya samodate modaniyam viladva. He is ever one blissful. Now, being blissful doesn't mean laughing like a man. Being blissful means our Mahamantra, living at zero complaint level. You are happy. See? Infinity is that to which nothing can be added, nothing can be taken away. Bliss is that to which It cannot be enhanced. Can it be corrupted? That is the bliss. So, samodate modanam modaniyam ilabdva vivrutka sadma nachiketa manne. Now I declare this is open for, these heavens are open for Nachiket. No, Nachiket, please come enter the heaven. See? And yet Nachiket refuses. How much glorification was given? And he is cool and quiet. Let him finish his talk. And then he says, Anyatra dharma, anyatra adharma, anyatra asmat kruta kruta, anyatra bhutacha bhavyacha, yattat pashyasi tadvada. Are you through? Yes. Now listen to me. Okay? The third moon that you asked me to ask, I have not forgotten. Yeah, how much he was diverted from the theme. Then tell me that, yattat pashyasi tadvada. Tell me that. What? Anyatra dharma, anyatra adharma. Don't tell me dharma, dharma, papa, punya, good or bad. I am not interested in that. Meaning what? If you want to take life as a challenge, what is the meaning of this statement here? Do not give yourself any choice. Dharma, adharma. Papa, punya, karma, akarma. No. Anyatra dharma, anyatra adharma. Because dharma, adharma is for whom? Who is a mortal. I don't want to know about it. See? Otherwise, whole life, if you do this puja, you go to this thing, you do this pradakshina, you keep on buried in this world. Friends, if this thing, if clicks in our mind, recognize God's grace is fully on us. Nothing in this world will ever attract our mind. That doesn't mean we will go away from this world. That doesn't mean we will not have his issues. That doesn't mean we will not have friends and enemies. Everything will be the same, but you will remain untouched, uncontaminated by them. Anyatra dharma, anyatra dharma. Then anyatra asmat kruta kruta. Kruta is effect. Akruta is the cause. Cause and effect is the prakriti. So, anyatra asmat kruta kruta, tell me that which is beyond cause and effect. See? Because you did this thing, because of that this is happening. If you do this thing, that will happen. Enough is enough. I don't want to do that. Then, anyatra bhutacha bhavyacha. If you do this thing, then you will go to heaven after death. I don't want posthumous realization. Anyatra bhutacha bhavyacha. Beyond the scope of time. See, if you do so many years tapasya, then Narayana will come and lift you up and then regret, why did I bring you here? See? No. Then, now and here. See? No posthumous realization. Friend, this is such a simple thing. I will tell you are here, but you will not accept. Truth is known now and here, or nowhere. And to realize this, what you have to do? Nothing. You have to undo all what you have been doing. What you have been doing? Carrying the burden of past. Undo that. Remain in the utter present without reference to your past. You have realized 1/3. present, you have nothing to do, nowhere to go. This experience is possible even when we are dynamically involved in this world. How it is possible? Action without a doer, experience without an experiencer, joy without an enjoyer. Now this experience of yours, you cannot say you are sleeping. You cannot say you are understanding. You cannot say it is good or bad. You cannot compare like this, like that. And therefore, our scriptures speak about the reality in the negative language. Asparsha, arupa, agandha, arasa, ashabda. Because what we know, shabda, sparsha, rupa, agandha. Because we know knowledge gathering only through our sense organs. But the truth is beyond that. So this experience will support everything, good, bad, everything, but will not get influenced by anything. And how the influence happens? When देखो सुनो बक करो, influence has happened. देखो सुनो मत बोलो, you are living in meditation. अन्यत्र भूताच भव्याच यत् पश्यसि तद्वद. Tell me that experience. Tadvada yat pashasi. What is your direct experience? That should be mine. You told me so many things earlier to fool me, but I am not getting fooled. Okay? This commitment only can take a Nachiket to this point. And this can happen only if we do not take life as a problem, take life as a challenge, and lead dynamically, exhaustively, without losing your cool. The truth will express through us. Because now we are fully available. But when we go through experiences by becoming experiencers, a thick curtain of the spurious I covers the divinity which is hiding behind this strong cover of I, the ego. To demolish that ego, this is the simplest technique. Experience without experience. This is what is the goal of living in a challenging mode. It is possible for everybody, and it can start at any age. Age is not a criteria. Bhagavan Krishna says, Sadhureva samantavyaha samyak vivasito isa. If a person has committed to this, then he is already a sage. He doesn't have to go through all the things. It doesn't matter at what age of our life this can happen. Esha Brahmi Sthiti Partha Prapya Naima Vimuyati Sitvasyam Antakalepi Brahma Nirvana Nurchati. Even if this happens at the last moment of our life, even then it is a fulfillment. So do not have that long motion. No, Swamiji, you should have come